Hey everyone, welcome back. Another update on the 60-gallon Reef. As always, it's changing. This time, probably the most drastic change so far. I've been having a lot of problems with nitrates, and a lot of this was due to my shallow sand bed. If you guys remember in previous videos, look back and see that my tank just had so much rock in it, and the whole bottom was just covered in corals. I just really couldn't effectively clean the sand bed, siphon it out. All I could really get was a little bit in the front, but a shallow sand bed pretty much acts like a litter box, and if you can't siphon it out, it stays there, and there's none of that beneficial anaerobic bacteria to break down the waste inside of the sand bed, so you end up having a lot of issues. And so the tank was good, for like the first 10 months, but after that it's just been constant struggle with the nitrates. So last night my girlfriend and I spent about 5 hours draining the tank, taking all the corals out, removing all the rock, taking out the old sand bed, putting in a new 4-inch deep sand bed, refilled the tank, and she went to bed and I stayed up and kind of got the rocks sort of where I wanted them. A lot of the cloudiness is still here, but considering how much I've been moving the rockscape around, it's not too bad. Also, within the move, we went ahead and installed a new sump, totally new setup down here. As you recall, I was running the Aquarion ProFlex model sump. The sump was pretty good, the design was there, and I didn't have many issues with it, but there was two things that I really didn't like about it. The biggest issue being that there was no way for me to put my skimmer directly where the drain was coming into the sump, so the water had to travel from the first chamber through the refugium and then get skimmed. It just wasn't really effective. It was causing a lot of detritus to be building up within the refugium, even though it was packed full of little critters and animals. It just wasn't working right for me. So also with the ProFlex model, with my skimmer, I got an EV180 in here, everything being crammed in the final chamber, all my return pumps and stuff running my reactors. It was just so cramped, and maintenance was a nightmare. And in that chamber there was also a lot of detritus buildup, like underneath the skimmer. If you look here, I have it sitting on top of egg crate, so as you can imagine, lots of buildup inside there. There's no flow really happening, so just a lot of factors that were contributing to my nitrate issues and everything like that. So there's no corals in the tank yet. I'm waiting for the cloudiness to go away a little bit more. The only thing that's in here are the rose bubble tip anemones, with the exception of the smallest, third one. And there's also the Polythoa grandis in here because they're on a large piece of rock. So I'm happy to say that, throughout the night, didn't lose any corals. No corals were battling each other. I have a little pump in here and a heater for those ones, and over here I got another little pump run with the hose. And there's the yellow tang and the clownfish. Just like, oh man, get us back in the tank. Get us back in the tank. The mystery wrasse He's in another aquarium right now. He's in my 30-gallon because I didn't want him to jump out in the night or something. So all the corals are doing really well. I went ahead and let the skimmer run all night trying to get out the really, really fine particles, because if you look here, I'm not sure how well it's going to pick it up, but if you look on the very top layer of the sand bed, you'll see it's like a powder, almost like flour. It's about a 1/4 inch all the way across the top. So, I mean, there's plenty of small little stuff staying in there. So, got this 5-gallon bucket here, and probably got about 2.5 gallons of just crap. I've had the skimmer running just maxed out, pulling out as much as possible, so it's doing really well. So that's pretty much all that's going on with it. I'll probably go ahead and edit this video and kind of show you what it's going to look like once I have the corals and fish back in the system. Stay tuned. Back in a moment.